I am an ISTJ. I will not start until I get permission.
You have permission. Go. Engage.
Okay.
Make
Engage.
it
We
so,
are
number
live.
one.
Make it so.
Make it so, number one. This is the way.
Yes, well, then we are live with both Star Trek and Star Wars references. Good evening, everyone.
Hello, beautiful people.
Good shot.
Couple of very minor apologies up front, especially if you're following this on YouTube. I am not at my house today. I am about an 8-hour drive away from my house, and it's great. I'm enjoying myself, but it means I'm playing on a laptop. I don't have my normal tech. I don't have my funny robot voices, and you have to listen to me over this inferior mic. We are still going to have a great time. We're still going to have a crazy Rip Roaring Star Wars time, but I'm just putting all of that out there so that it is known.
Roger.
Roger. Yes, I'm here for that. I don't see any reason to not get started. Shall we introduce ourselves in order that we appear in the chat?
Sure. Do we have a question for the evening?
I'm not as coordinated as Anna, but here we go for the off the top of my head. What is your favorite type of breakfast cereal?
Oh, that's delightful. So I'm Alex. I will be playing Class de Luke Merte. You may just call him Taluk. He does not mind. The Chiss Sith. My favorite breakfast cereal is is actually a mix of the strawberry and chocolate Special K's, because I'm kind of basic like that.
Hi, I'm Amy. I will be playing Megara Talon, casually known as Meg. Can't believe this, but also a big Special K fan. Probably strawberry during most of the year, but during that time of the year where they got the pumpkin spice one, that's the best. It's the best cereal there is.
Very nice. Very nice. I am Dallas MacArthur, and I am going to be running tonight's game. It's been a while since I've run one of these live streams, and I'm really excited to get back to our fun little Star Wars story. My favorite type of breakfast cereal is honestly Cheerios. I know I am really boring.
This is basic cereal crew.
Hello, I'm Elliot, and I will be playing Trig. And my favorite breakfast cereal is... Does anyone remember Cookie Crisps? Are those still around?
Oh yeah.
The one with 2 dogs on the box?
With
The one that's
go,
just like small
Cookie
cookies
Crisp.
that you eat for breakfast, basically.
Yeah, with the dogs.
With the dogs.
Yeah.
I remember Cookie Crisp.
Yeah.
I don't know if those are still around, but yeah, I used to really like them. So here we are.
Cookie Crisp.
Furious Googling.
Chat.
Twitch, you're up.
Well, hello. This is Anna, one of the co-DMs running tech tonight, and my favorite breakfast cereal is, man, I don't eat breakfast cereal a lot anymore, but Golden Grams. Yep. Especially turned into Rice Krispie treats, but Golden Grams. Yeah.
I know none of you prepared this, and so I apologize in advance, but does anyone have a recap for us?
No.
Anyone willing to wing it?
What was the question?
Recap. Anybody got a recap?
The lights all went dark, and then we killed some stuff. And then some people vanished, and then that Jedi turned out to be awful. And then now we're going on to another ship.
Yes, the
Why are
ambassador.
you going to the other ship?
Because
We've
the-
been pulled
the
in
toy
via tractor
maker.
beam and have no choice.
The toy maker. That's
toy
that's the
maker.
name I remember. The toy maker.
The toy maker. Excellent. Are you ready to disembark and re-embark?
Sure.
Yeah.
Moving through the airlocks is relatively simple. Apparently the toy maker does not want to kill you with oxygen deprivation. You find yourself in a rather large hangar area of his extremely large ship. If you recall, the young Jedi Joby decided to go along with you. What are you doing?
Is there like a clear path that we should follow?
So you are currently, if you zoom out of the map and go to the right and go down a little bit, you'll find yourselves. You are currently on the top of a catwalk that runs right here. And you can see hallways and stuff off of it in multiple directions. If you want to know, like, have a good idea what's down those hallways, that would take like a knowledge check or investigation or something of that nature.
Okay. Anyone good at either of those things?
I mean,
I am not.
me neither. But I can look for life forms if I turn on my infrared vision. So let's do
Ooh.
that. Are we alone?
Go ahead and throw a die for me.
Uh-huh. Raw roll is 12.
Ooh, nice. So you are almost alone. You only pick up 3 signs of warm bodies. If you zoom your map out, I will show you where one of them is. Right,
Okay.
You said warm bodies. What about droids? Can she see like the heat from a droid or something?
It doesn't make strong enough of a signature on a spaceship that already has life support systems running through all the walls.
Yeah, I've been assuming that I couldn't. But they are useful for non-droids and for part droids like myself.
Hey, it never hurts to ask.
Yeah. You also are able to determine where the engine room is. You know, if you wanted to shut off that pesky tractor beam.
Or cause any other kinds of mayhem.
Or cause any other kinds of mayhem. That is up and left in the map.
Okay. I will relay that information.
You also hear a voice over the loudspeaker. Welcome to my factory. It is so good to have you along. Do not resist, please, as my children will come collect you in a moment.
I assume we're going to resist.
Are you?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, his children foam at the mouth and bite, right? We should not go along with that.
I mean, how long are you deliberating about this?
Probably we should get out of here.
Several days at the very least.
Several days.
Meg's vote is we bail. We bail in a direction.
Well, we can't leave until the tractor beam is destroyed. Because it's, attached to the ship.
I mean, yeah, but we can get out of this immediate location, right? We can go in the direction of, say, an engine room, or maybe towards the other two platforms.
Yeah. No, that's what I was trying to. Yep, let's go.
Yeah.
Does our
South.
Padawan friend have any input?
He keeps drawing his lightsaber without igniting it, then taking a deep breath and putting it back on his hip.
Not much of a change from the norm so far as I can tell.
No. So what are you doing?
Going north.
Trig is off and running.
Trig has made a call.
Trig has tiny legs, and if y'all need to play catch up now, that does not bode well.
The hallway seems relatively abandoned.
Okay, define relatively.
Define seems.
What cause have I given any of you to be suspicious about
Nothing
anything?
Ever in your life.
Just a hunch.
You can tell at the end of the hallway it opens back up onto some sort of hangar, but then the door immediately slides shut.
Straight in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything there to catch our attention, or
give
Probably
me a spot roll.
oh god, what parent skill is that?
Savvy, maybe? It's been a while since I've looked at the system too.
Oh,
That doesn't matter. That's an at 20.
Oh, hey, nice. So you can tell just based on the glimpses you saw through the closing door that there are a couple of droids setting up an ambush on the other side of that door.
Okay. So let's not go through that ambush then. All right. Which way do we need to go to keep getting to the what did we say? Engine room?
Engine room. We need to go left. I don't know what is to the left, or if that door in front of us is the only door.
There is. So I know this map is terrible, and I do apologize. But the raised walk you are on does continue over here to your left. There's a couple of small rooms that you can see into. They don't actually have doors on them, and they look like bunk rooms, though they clearly have not been inhabited in a long time.
How much of a chance is there that there's going to be I don't know, magical items or weapons or
I mean, do you want to waste time and find out?
We're being chased by droids.
Are you being chased? Is it accurate to say you are being chased?
That guy said that he was sending his children after us.
That is true.
I'm not convinced that droids are his children, but maybe all things are his children.
It turns out to be a bunch of normal, 5-year-olds. It's actually the
Christmas
father from
elves.
Sound of Music. They all sing a little ditty, good night. Do we have to go in the direction of those droids, or is there a path to the left?
There is a room to the left, but the door is all the way up here. And the droids are pulling rifles on you. There are 2 exits to your south if you choose to go that direction.
Can we assume that these are the guy's children?
Can you? I mean, it sounds like that is what you're assuming.
Well,
They're pulling rifles. So honestly, I too would like to pull guns.
Yeah.
I would like to pull a rifle, and by a rifle, I mean both of my pistols.
Both of my pistols. No rifles in this house.
Do we, for initiative in this, do we just do the raw stat? I forget if we put a modifier on that.
If I recall, you add your response to it, positive or negative.
Oh my. Okay.
Ooh, ooh.
Still not great,
Love
but I'll take that.
to see it.
Can you all put your own initiative in for me real fast?
Yerp.
I remembered this time.
I gotta roll one for Joby. Joby got a 7. The only one slower than Joby is Trig.
Hey. I rolled a 3.
I rolled a nat 19. She fast.
She's so fast. Yeah, you go first, Meg.
Yeah, so there's a robot straight ahead pulling out a rifle.
Robots.
I'm gonna kind of cock one gun on each of Joby's shoulders and say, "Don't move," and then I'm gonna pew pew.
All right, give me that roll.
Let me roll for blaster number 1. That's a natural 2, so that's a 7.
It got a 22, so its deflector shield definitely took care of that one.
Yerp. Okay. Round 2. That is a 16.
16.
Yep.
All right. Forgetting that I have to roll things too. That one is a hit.
Okay. And that is gonna be 8 damage.
Wow, you almost completely took out its blaster shield.
Good gun.
Pets the gun softly.
Strokes it gently.
To Luke. To Luke. You there? Can anyone hear me?
Am I making noise now?
You are now making
Yes.
noise.
I have been talking this whole time.
No!
When I restarted Discord to see if that would fix the buzzing, what happened instead was it switched to audio sources. I am so sorry. Refresh my memory, DM. Do we have 5 or 6 spaces of movement?
5.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces to get here. Luke's going to ignite the teal side of his lightsaber and take a pot shot at this guy with his blaster pistol.
Give me that roll. You shooting the one on the right or the left? I only have one screen this time, so.
Okay, it is the one on the right.
Excellent.
And that is going to be a 17.
That is a success.
Sorry, it is an 18. Okay. And then that's a D4, right? Or a D6?
I believe it is a D4 for most one-handed weapons, unless you have a feat raising that up.
Well, that was a 4.
That was a 4.
Mm-hmm.
You have completely taken out its blaster shield and dealt actual damage to its hide.
Okay.
Your blaster shot shatters the energy shield surrounding the robot and pierces the flesh in its chest cavity.
Ew.
Okay.
It is now the robot's turn. Once I finish typing this. They fire at the nearest target. So, Taluk, I need you to roll 2 reflex checks.
Okay.
I need to know what they are.
Reflex. Would that be response?
Yes.
Okay, that is a 20 and a 19.
A 20 and a 19.
Mhm.
You can choose, because you got high enough, you have your lightsaber ignited, whether you avoid or deflect the blaster bolts headed your direction.
Deflection is the intention.
If you are willing to spend a force point, you can roll to see if you deflect either blaster bolt back at its attacker.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend 1 force point on the first one. And
Excellent.
then what do I roll?
Roll. This is one of the force talents.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd be rolling under that force talent.
Okay, and if I don't have that force talent,
Even if you're not trained in it, that not being trained in it just means you don't get a bonus.
it doesn't matter. I crit failed.
That's okay. So the blaster bolts just deflect off into the wall.
Okay.
You still lose a force point though.
Yeah.
It is then Joby's turn, and Joby does an incredible force leap to get in melee with this guy. Let me throw some dice and see what happens. Yeah, he hacks him up for 4 damage.
So Joby selected the Jedi Guardian class at character creation from the sounds of it.
Yes. This surprises you at all?
No, I just
No.
restarted Knights of the Old Republic and forgot about everything. So it's all fresh in my mind now.
Knights of the Old Republic's a good time. 10 out of 10. Play that game. We're playing a Star Wars game. We need to promote Star Wars material. Play Knights of the Old Republic. It's worth playing. At long last, Trig.
Yes. Well, I have those darn tiny little stubby legs, so I think I only get 4 squares. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, so I will move my requisite distance, and are there any objects obviously nearby that I could like fling at one of these droids with force telekinesis?
Say that again?
Are there any objects that I could use and like do what they do in force telekinesis and like rip it out of the ground and throw it at one of the droids or some such?
Give me a spot check.
Would that count as my action?
No.
Okay. Six.
No, the ship is eerily spotless.
Is there anything? Okay. Then I'm gonna telekinesis one of the droids into the wall and try to damage it like
I was
that.
gonna say, have you ever hit one enemy with another enemy?
Oh yeah, I'll fling one droid at the other. That's a good idea. That's where I was going this whole time. You just helped me get there. Appreciate it. So I'd like to try and fling this guy at this guy.
Use rights and lefts because I'm lagging like nobody's business.
I'm gonna fling the left guy at the right guy.
Excellent. I can work with that. Give me a telekinesis roll. Make sure you spend a force point.
Yep.
Oh, he got a 2.
Oh, great. I got a 13.
Yeah, I'm going to say he does 1d8 damage to his friend.
Excellent. That is 4 damage.
4 damage. Excellent. This right-hand droid is seen better days. So now I'm going to address the mysterious figure in the room that our audience doesn't know exists yet. You have been watching all of this from the relative safety of a nearby hallway. Given your current lack of success in your mission, some others who do not have the toy maker's best interests at heart would not inherently be counterproductive to help out, but it is your prerogative to continue working alone or even to try to shut them down. So, considering it is now your turn in the initiative order, what do you do?
I blast them with my repeater, and by them, I mean those stupid droids.
Please
So-
roll that.
Most excellent. I will do so.
We will introduce who you are if people haven't already caught on as soon as your turn is over.
Excellent. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. So here we go. I rolled
Roll a
a
dice.
17
Roll a
on
dice.
the die 20. I
So
have
add your response.
okay.
You're using a
Well,
ranged weapon.
I am, but if you're allowing me to use my repeater, I have a class skill. So does that mean it's a +5 if it's specifically the repeater that I'm using?
Mhm.
Okay. So so it's a 22 to hit. And
Let's
actually
see what
no,
they
it's
rolled for defense.
actually it's a 24 to hit because I also have long aim. Do I have to use force points to use long aim?
I think so. I'd
Okay,
have to look up
it's a
exactly how long
feat.
name works. Yeah.
It's a feat, and I don't know how many force points I start with.
Unless you have specifically purchased force points, you don't actually start with any, but I'm going to be nice and say you have 2 so you can use your feet.
Okay, yeah, because that was part of the warrior background is that you get a feat, but if I don't start with force points, that's kind
We're
of
going to give you
silly.
2 force points because you're amazing.
Because I'm level
and you
3.
jumped in, and you jumped in last minute, and we love you.
And I have no idea what I'm doing. Yay! Okay, so long aim means that standing still, that shot is a 24 to hit them.
Yes, and this is all contrasting rolls, and you're not shooting against an AC.
Okay.
They got a 7. So
Okay.
please roll your damage die.
Okay, so I also get a +2 to my damage when I use that force point. So that's 12 damage total to that one.
Nice. Is the newer one the one that just got thrown?
Yeah, the one on the left, I guess, because that would be the one that you would hit first. So yeah.
It would be. So you completely destroyed its energy shield and dealt damage to its hull.
Hooray! I did it!
Everyone else, you see blaster fire coming down the opposing hall.
Repeater fire specifically, if your character knows what that is.
Meg probably does.
Mysterious player, how about you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Star. If you know me on the internet, and Karina, if you know me in real life. I will be playing.
Revan, just call me Revan.
And I am in the same boat as Dallas and Cheerios, man. Like just a plain O cereal. Like I've always loved whatever for whatever reason, just a good old O cereal, even if it's the off-brand stuff. That's I'm so boring, but that's my favorite as well.
You're absolutely fine. Thank you for anyone who's either been following us or knows Karina from the channel. She swooped in to help round out our cast when, unfortunately, a couple of characters you might be missing from last time we played Star Wars weren't able to make it for our finale. So we are very grateful and excited to have Karina along.
Yay, I'm excited to be here. I have no idea what I'm doing. Hooray!
I mean, you just pew pew.
That's literally, I messaged Elliot earlier and I'm like, okay, how do I make a pew pew? Like, that's all I heard. Like, to make a pew pew character.
Thank you. Megara.
Speaking of pew pew,
You did
I'm
just
gonna
see this happen. Like,
I'm gonna move up to get a better vantage point. Still can't see whoever else did a pew pew, but I would like to do one again. So I would like to shoot this droid on the left. Because if I shoot the one on the right, I would be going through Joby, and that feels bad.
I mean,
He's annoying, but he doesn't deserve to die. Right?
I mean,
Right?
Trig is skeptical.
First one is a 9.
To their 11, so the deflectors are just barely able to take care of that one.
Okay, and the second one is a nat 1.
Ooh, so you hit Joby anyways. Give me
I
some damage.
sure did. Let me. 4.
Joby rolled really low on his insight check, and he thinks the Mandalorian hit him.
Well, you know.
I have no way of knowing that, so I'm just
Nope.
like, pew pew. Ooh.
well, one of them is dying.
Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Taluk.
Alrighty. Still not able to close the distance, but I can try. And I'm gonna put another round into the one that I have a clean line of sight on, and I'm going to put this dice in dice jail. I don't want it to kill Joey. That is an 18 to hit.
It got a 5, so please roll that damage. Man, I brought the wrong dice with me.
That's another 2 points of damage from my offhand blaster.
Excellent. Anything else?
I think that's my action and movement, so I don't believe I have anything else that I can do in my turn.
This droid, the one on the left, picks itself up from the other droid after being forcibly thrown and tries to shoot at Revan. Revan, I need you to roll a d20 and apply your reflex if you are trained in reflex. If not, just add your response.
I am trained in reflex, but it's the same number as my response. I don't know how that works. Does it just
it's
add
fine.
plus?
Your response and your reflex should be added together.
Oh,
if you have it.
Okay, here we go. Die roll. That's an unnatural 20 total.
Well, unfortunately, that was a really good roll, but unfortunately, they got a nat 20.
Oh, well, then they did hit me.
They deal you 13 damage. Now, your energy shield is going to absorb the first 10 of that.
Okay.
But then it does penetrate.
It does.
And
That's rude.
it draws a little bit of burn.
Oh, man. Oh, she is so unhappy right now.
Just got this claim.
Oh, man.
Range, Beskar held up.
The other droid attacks Joby, and does not manage to shoulder punch him as much as it tries.
Such a shame.
It's very broken. This droid is almost dead. Joby is going to attempt to finish it off and succeed, getting rid of its remaining hit point. Fully dismantled, the droid hits the floor, and Joby turns with a glare to Taluk, and then softens a little bit. Trig.
Okay. So I'm going to go 1. No, that's the wrong key. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And
You
in
know you
case
can
I
also
have
use
not,
telekinesis to pull people into melee range, right?
yeah, but I only have so many force points. Force point to like throw my lightsaber and then try to do that thing. You know the thing?
It would cost a force point, yes.
It would cost a force point. Okay. If I haven't said it already, I do ignite the single-bladed lightsaber. And I'm just gonna double my movement
Excellent.
and get up here. And I guess assume like a defensive stance if I can, or some such.
Back to back in it with Joby. I get it.
Yep.
Revan, you see lightsabers.
Wonderful.
Revan is shooting the one that shot her because that was not okay. So
Rude and your rude face.
So repeater is response. So I add my class skill plus my response number. So that's 25.
Hey, if you build to be good at something, you're good at it. They got a 7, so please roll damage.
I'm good at one thing, and that is what I rolled this character is to be good at the one
The
thing that they're good
pew-pew.
at. Dude, I do the poo-poos.
They're the purpose.
And then since I still haven't moved, actually that was a 27. Nah, we won't use that other force point. It'll be fine. That's 5 points of damage this time.
Excellent. Give me just a moment. Droid is not quite dead. It's getting there, though. Is that all you're doing? You gonna move, or are you just standing there shooting?
Oh no, I'm just standing at the end of the hall releasing repeater on this stupid droid that hasn't dropped yet. So that's all.
Megara.
Yep. I am once again moving up to get a better view. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I would like to take 2 shots at that droid.
Give me your numbers.
That is a... on math.
That is math.
That is a 16 on the first one.
A 16?
Yerp.
That is a hit.
Okay. Yeah, baby, that's 8 damage.
Nice. That's a dead droid.
Yerp. And that's that from me. But I'm keeping my guns out because somebody else has guns in here and I don't know who they are.
How dare you destroy the escort! And now I have to go get more! You are troublesome guests!
Your hospitality is somewhat lacking.
Only cold, empty silence and the humming of machines answers your sass.
And lightsabers.
I'm looking for cameras. How is he seeing us?
I will deactivate mine.
I need a spot, or I think I called it investigation.
Yeah, you know.
Things
that Meg is very good at. She's got powers of observation. That's a...
Throw a dice, it's fine.
If it's savvy, then it's a 12.
There is a camera right here and right here. If you see the white dots.
Yeah.
Did you freehand those, Dallas?
I did.
Those are really good cameras.
Thanks. I'm mostly trying to draw circles.
They look
They're
like
really
candles
bad
to me.
circles.
Looks like
Camera
candles to me.
shakes. Are they on the ground or are they up high?
Up high.
I would like to shoot this one.
Fire away.
Damn. All right, 16.
It's a hit.
8 damage.
Dead camera.
Yep.
Do you mention anything about the cameras to the rest of us, or
After I successfully shoot one, then yes.
okay? Is Trig tall enough to hit the other camera with his lightsaber?
Roll a height check. No. Yes, you can just hit it with your lightsaber.
Cool. Then I would like to do that.
Give me a lightsaber roll.
I don't. Okay. Oh no.
What happened?
Did you hit Joby?
Yeah, maybe.
What'd you do?
Well, that was I believe a -1, as the children say. When you include my modifier.
Rolling that one?
I did.
Ooh.
As you stab upwards with your lightsaber, it hits the camera and destroys it.
Okay.
It backfires through your lightsaber, and there's a soft explosion, and you are holding pieces of your lightsaber.
Ooh.
And you're what the toy makers in a hissy about. Excellent. What is your purpose here?
2 lightsabers. I assume the crystal survived at least.
It did.
Okay.
Revan, give us a feeling of what people see when you walk in a room.
I mean, if you have ever seen the artwork from the Old Republic of the trooper class when they're carrying their repeater around, that is exactly what Revan looks like. I sent pictured somewhere.
Anna should have the pictures.
Did I send it to you, Anna? I'm sorry. Yeah, I
Yes,
sent it to me.
absolutely.
I did send it to both of you, yeah. But
You did.
yeah, so fully armored head to toe, very obvious, I mean, like stereotypical Star Wars voice mod of some kind coming through the helmet. That you will see. And this is also an imposing figure. They definitely fill out the at least 6 foot of this armor that is standing in front of you, with the repeater still sort of at the hip but lowered a little bit at this point. You would get the feeling that if this was the kind of individual to shake their head at what they just saw with the lightsaber being busted, that is exactly what's going on behind the mask at the moment.
Everyone else, if you are going to talk to Revan, please give her and the audience an idea of what you look like.
Okay, so after I turn off my lightsaber and start striding over to the newcomer, I am a blue-skinned humanoid with dark red hair that goes down just below the neck and disappears into a black hood, with red eyes that have what would appear to be red sclera and red iris, with no visible pupils. Teal lips, and just dark black robes underneath a black coat, kind of looking like a space goth, but not quite as well put together.
Are you a chiss? Is that what you
I
are?
am indeed a chiss.
Okay, all right. I was okay. Got it.
I just did not want to assume that everyone knew what a chiss was.
That's totally fair. That is exactly what chiss look like. In fact,
I've never heard a chiss described as a space goth, but I'm never describing them as anything else going forward.
right? Honestly, them and Sith are like hand in hand. Like the racial Sith are both kind of like the goth of the universe.
Yeah, I'm a blue
Punk
skinned like goth monk looking thing
Pastel
because I am a
goth. You're a
Sith as
pastel
well.
goth. Yeah,
Um,
pastel goth.
and I'm going to, because how dare I play this character without at least saying it once, nod to Revan and say hello there, and right as Trig has their lightsaber explode and look over my shoulder in shock because lightsabers exploding is a noise.
Oh, come on. Everyone's making such a big deal about it.
Everyone's making such a
This is
fuss.
why I have two.
This has happened before.
To be fair,
Completely undeterred and without saying a single word to any of you, Trig will pull out his double-bladed lightsaber and very pointedly ignite both ends of it.
what color is it?
They're both yellow.
Okay.
Cute. So are you ladies actually here to accomplish anything, or are you just trying to break your equipment for fun?
Oh, I'm trying to break other people's equipment for fun.
And profit that one.
Megara, make sure you describe your character as well.
Yes. Saying that, she'll walk up and join Taluk. This is a mostly human woman. She's definitely a bit shorter than Revan. She's about 5'6". She's wearing a leather jacket, though it's been ripped off at the sleeve to show very much metal arm that has taken the place of her left arm. She's got 2 blasters, which she is in the process of putting back into their holsters. And she is holding out her human hand to shake for Revan, since as a fellow blaster person, you know, also Meg has no tact or knowledge of anything. This
That
is just
is-
a person in armor. She's seen those before.
That is excellent. Revan, will eye your extended hand for a moment and give you that half-second pause in which your character might look down and see the fact that the repeater is being held in both hands. So we'll just look at your hand, give you a helmet-based nod, and then go ahead and speak up again.
Well, if you're looking to deactivate the tractor beam, it's only going to last one cycle, so you're going to have to get out of here pretty quickly after that.
Right, right.
We have VIPs to off-ship, too.
Sounds like that's a job I'm glad that I don't have.
Yeah,
What?
what job do you have exactly?
Frankly, that's none of your business, but it doesn't sound as if it's interfering in what you are doing, and we might have something in common. If you're here to annoy the toy maker, I'm here to help.
I think annoying a toy maker might be my new hobby.
I think being annoying is my general hobby.
Don't sell yourself short.
Right, shall we get a move on?
Then just at that point, repeaters surprisingly easily slung over the shoulder as Revan starts to make large strides off in the. Is there a person behind Revan as Revan turns around?
Yes. There is a young human male holding a lightsaber and a scowl. What are you doing here? Who are you? How did you get on this ship, and how do we know we can trust you?
Joby, calm down.
Roll persuade.
Well, that rolled immediately off my desk and has disappeared into the ether.
No.
That
Just
counts
like
as a natural
mine
20, I feel
used to
like.
be.
I feel like that was a natural 1, actually.
No.
Depends on where
I
it
did
lands.
find it. It was in between 2. I rolled it again and it was a natural 20.
Yes!
Woohoo.
Joby sheathes his lightsaber and stands to the side, saying, "Yes, master."
Man, I'm a little disappointed because if that hadn't succeeded, I was absolutely going to try just dragging him along with force telekinesis.
Meg is looking at Taluk like, was this Jedi mind tricks?
At hearing Master, oh boy.
There we go.
Taluk, like, does the concern pose with his hands for a second, and turns to Joby. Right, it's just Class Taluk Merte. Nothing else for you. Not Master, not anything else. I'm a Sith, you're a Jedi.
Of course.
As
Of course, Master.
you did say to say it.
That Jedi you were with is definitely a Sith in disguise. I refuse to believe anything else.
As
Of
Revan
course,
strides
Master.
past Jovi, there'll be this.
For what it's worth, the name's Revan.
I am Padawan apprentice, Joby.
Revan doesn't pause and wait for that. Just kept started clunking sort of down the hallway.
Joby's awkward enough that he continued saying it after you walked away.
That's totally
Okay,
fine.
is all it took a nat 20 in persuasion to just convert him to the dark side?
That wasn't it. He's had a day. Give him a break.
There.
He's having a very bad time.
Joby, are you defecting? I need to know this now rather than later.
No, I am joining you, Master.
Oh boy. All right, you're defecting. Great, good to know. Let's go. And I jog to catch up with the others.
So where are y'all going?
Toward
I
the engine room? Well, we need to go collect people first, right?
Trig, meanwhile, is just like.
How long is a cycle, Dallas?
A cycle is probably going to be about 10 or 12 rounds of combat.
Okay.
Okay, so VIPs first, then tractor beam.
Probably for the best, yeah.
Now, I feel obligated to mention that you could, if you wanted to be silly and play right into the toy maker's hands, you could split up.
That just sounds like a bad idea.
Revan is going
Split the
whichever
party.
direction
Always sound advice.
is quickest to get to her location, Dallas. I don't know where that would be.
You need to work
through
south
the
on the
engine
map.
room? Is that through the engine room, though? Kind of the direction
No,
that
the
we're
engine
heading?
room, as established, is up and left. It's actually, you're right by the engine room right now.
Okay, is it? I guess my question is it faster to go like left and then south through the engine room, or is it faster to go in the
Roll a spaceship-based knowledge check.
okay, hold on, let me see. No, she has drive. I'm pretty sure that doesn't have to do with piloting.
It's gonna be under memory.
Yeah, it's
So-
just good, great. We're really good at recalling things. Yeah, that is less than a 5. So
You have
yeah,
absolutely
excellent.
no idea.
Yeah, which no one else needs to know that, and so there are just large strides being made in this direction. Confidently, without hesitation, once Jovi has been moved past, this is the direction that Revan is heading.
Okay. Hey, Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Given my history, do I recognize the armor that our new comrade is wearing?
Give me a memory check.
Oh boy. Why
Also,
am I
I need to
rolling?
know,
Why am I rolling the dice I put in dice jail?
Karina,
Yes.
Are you actually wearing Republic Trooper armor, or are you
Oh,
wearing
no.
Mandalorian armor?
No, it's Mandalorian armor. I just, for the aesthetic, it's that trooper aesthetic in the Old Republic. If anyone has ever played the Old Republic, if not, it's someone that's wielding a giant repeating gun that's two-handed while
It's a
they're
mess.
fully
It's
armored
a whole mess, and it's lovely.
from head to toe. But no, the armor that Revan has on is actually specifically that very Boba Fett Mandalorian armor kind of look.
Yep.
But back in the Old Republic days before he was even a thing.
Yep. Taluk, what'd you get?
18 on memory.
18. Yes, you
Okay.
recognize it's an iconic look. You don't get to wear that armor and not get recognized for it.
Yeah, and that they're employed all over the Empire. So, Mandalorian friend, Revan, right?
Yes.
What are you here for?
Something that doesn't concern you.
Let me rephrase the question then. Once we have what we want, what do you need to do? Because presumably you need a ride out of here, and we have one of the only options.
Dallas, do I actually need a ride out of here?
Not if you don't want one.
Okay, I didn't think she has the drive skill, and so I kind of that was my thought, was that maybe there's a small skill for something. Yeah. There is awkward not answer from the helmet as Revan keeps moving. Everyone's really good at talking to people, and I'm really sorry. Because I mean that sarcastically.
I love that you never play charisma-based characters and yet are always the one that ends up talking to people. This makes me endlessly happy when I roleplay with you.
Like, well, it's, I don't know, like, in my heart, I'm like, it's so much more fun to play people that are really bad at talking. And I don't know, I have characters that are good at talking. You've played with me I have like one or two that are like good at talking. But yeah, as a general rule, I guess the strong silent type are just more fun because then they end up having to talk, and it's just great.
So where are you all going?
Where's Joby taking?
Where's
us
Joey
to?
going?
Striding
Is
confidently.
this green
yep.
dot pattern here? Is this the tractor beam?
That is not specifically the tractor beam. That is the main network of cables that run from the engine room to all the different parts of the ship that it powers and controls. I mean,
Because if it was just a beam of energy,
it will just fall out of space.
if it was a beam of energy, I was going to suggest just throwing Joby in there and seeing what happens.
Throw Joby in. You're a cruel person, you know that? And it's really ironic because you roleplay all these characters that are like brutal, but in person you are the sweetest man I have ever met.
Oh,
It's
shucks.
also kind of weird to me that the dark sider in the room is the more merciful person.
Hey, if you have ever played the Old Republic, that is a route that you can go, man. You can be a Sith and still be light side. That is how that works.
Trig wouldn't actually throw Joby in the beam. He would just joke about it and then maybe dangle him over it.
Wow, that's some dark side points if I have ever heard any.
Oh, the Jedi Master, like 3 weeks ago, was force choking him in their quarters or some such, right?
Yeah.
Where yeah, that was a thing.
Generally, Force Choke is not a Jedi move, so.
No.
Well, she did have a purple lightsaber, so for what that's
Hey, you know,
worth.
that can go either way. That's the thing.
Revan, I need you to roll a fortitude check for me real fast.
Excellent! I got physique. Physique's a thing. That's an. Let me make sure. I think that's a 19 because I have a +1. Yeah, that is a 19.
A dart hits you in the neck, but nothing happens.
There's literally the little happens and you hear
Yes.
and Revan is looking around for where said dart came from.
I need a spot check.
Excellent. I believe that's savvy, which that's
Savvy's
an
a
8.
thing.
It's an 8. So yeah, Revan just keeps moving this way. Oh, most excellent. All right, furious typing is intensifying, guys. Yep.
What you doing to Luke?
I am trying to figure out what Joby is doing because he said he was following me and is mysteriously going off on his own.
Yes. Confidently striding.
Following someone and following after someone are two very different things.
Joby,
Yes.
where are you going?
It's the tractor beam controls.
Great. Are you going to stay here and wait while we find the ambassadors, or just looking for them?
Wait, how does Joby know where the tractor beam controls are?
Revan, I need a reflex check.
Yes, actually
You
good at
were
that one.
Here.
That's okay. That's fine.
I
That's
wasn't paying
okay.
attention.
That's a nat 20, so like 24 total.
There is an explosion as you walk through a tripwire. You don't care. You literally duck under a piece of metal that goes over your head during the explosion and keep walking.
Yep. This is
Now
part
that's
of
a
the course.
badass.
It's part of the course with this character. I have so for those that don't know, there's a character based on a character that I actually play in the Star Wars roleplay universe with some friends, and this is usually how things go, where she can't see or like realize that anything's happening, but like don't worry about it. My reflex saves are great. Oh,
Do you keep walking forward or are you turning?
Oh, no, friggin' I mean, forward is relative as to where I am like facing, and I am now facing this direction and going down.
Joby is starstruck. Watching you just walk through a trap like that.
Easily impressed.
Oh man, I'm dead. Okay, yeah, let me know whenever you need me to make another roll.
Pulling himself back into the moment, Joby turns to a control panel and starts messing with it.
Joby, I would appreciate you waiting until we have the VIPs in tow before we deactivate the tractor beam.
Apologies, Master. I am disabling the trap on the door.
That's also a good idea.
Did not look up from crossing wires.
All right. Do you guys want to make sure our Mandalorian friend isn't about to get shot or something? Or should we stay with?
She seems
Caleb?
fine.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think she can handle herself.
That's fair. Craig,
What?
never mind. I think you'll get angry at me if I ask.
Having completed his work, Joby walks into the room he just detrapped and stands next to a rather obnoxiously beeping console.
Tractor beam controls, Joby?
That is correct, Master. Shall I wait here and wait for your word?
Yes, but first, could I see your lightsaber for a moment?
Of course, Master.
So, I take it from him, and I flip my double-edged lightsaber around. If you could take a knee for me.
He does so, but with trepidation.
I ignite the orange blade of my lightsaber, and I gently swing it over each shoulder, and I swipe off his Padawan braid.
He holds perfectly still during this entire procedure.
I deactivate it and I hand back his lightsaber. In the tutelage I will be giving you, we don't need such markers of juniority. We'll teach each other.
I understand, Master.
We're going to have a talk about the master thing.
He takes back his lightsaber.
All right, don't get yourself killed. And I will rejoin my party.
Yeah, she's just going, so
Yeah, there is still movement occurring this whole time. However far that you think Revan would have gotten in the time it took him to do that. Neat, 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 neat.
Yeah, I'm gonna need initiative rolls to back some of this up because
That's totally fine.
there are robots.
ooh, nat 20.
That was me on the last initiative roll. Go us.
It was a nat 19 on my last initiative, too, so, like, we're
Okay,
doing
You're
yep.
on initiative. Y'all know this drill.
Oh,
God,
Trig.
what is that?
Oh,
That makes
sweetie.
it
Oh, baby honey child. Cuteness.
Baby honey child.
Remind me, do we add anything to it? Is it response?
Add your
Response.
Okay.
Oh no, Trig.
He's little. He got tiny legs.
He's little. I got
That
tiny
dice
arms.
today has either rolled 1s or 20s.
He's
And a
doing
big
his
head.
best.
He is. His best is short. Okay, his
Put it
best
in
is short.
dice jail. That's the rule.
This is. I don't.
But what if the next one's a 20?
You right.
That's the. Is it not gonna let me? Is it gonna let me? Yeah. So I don't know how you want to do this, Dallas, because mine is unnatural. So.
If someone got a nat 20 and someone got an unnatural 20, then
Mhm.
I just put the person who got the nat 20s one above whatever the person who
Okay.
got an unnatural one was.
Mine is totally unnatural.
Meg got a natural.
Yeah.
Kaluk, did you get a natural? Kaluk.
Natural 19.
Natural 19. Okay, so we're going to actually put you at
Mhm.
19 for sake of order.
Okay.
Okay. Blaster people. Do the
Yeah.
thing.
I would love to. So some droids have just appeared, or we just,
They walked around the corner as you were proceeding forward.
Okay.
Definitely responding to distress signal.
I haven't the faintest idea where that would have come from.
Well, I'm gonna assume that Revan can handle herself, and I'm gonna take
Seems like
2
an assumption.
shots at this guy on the top right.
Excellent. Roll me some of that.
11 on the first. Oh wait, no, hold on. Math. 12 on the first one.
Did not hit. The droid was able to side lean.
Okay, and ooh, that's much better. 25 on the second.
25?
25.
Wow. Yeah, roll me some damage.
5.
You are halfway through its deflector shield.
Okay.
Revan.
I pew pew because that's what I do. Revan will fire at the one on our left with a 23 to hit this dude.
That is a hit, even though it rolled pretty high on its defense.
And that's 9 damage total to this one.
Excellent. You almost completely annihilate its energy shield. It's still hanging on, but you can see it flickering.
Pew 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 pew. All right, that's my turn. I did my pew pew, and now I am through.
Do you also want to move while you are doing this, or are you just going to?
Nope. Revan plants Revan's feet, like hoists the repeater from around her shoulder, and just opens fire on
Your
that dude.
boots do that thing where they like mag lock onto the floor to hold you in place.
Amusingly enough, I would say that Revan doesn't need that.
Constitution save that on that one. Taluk, new Sith Master. What are you doing?
Igniting the orange side of my lightsaber and moving 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces to attack this guy in the face.
Roll for face.
Roll to face. Face roll.
Let's see here. That is +7, 18.
18. Let's see what they did. They got a nat 20. They ducked.
Oof, pretty good for a droid.
These
Well,
droids
this
have
is-
some accelerated motivators in their hip joints, and they can just duck like nobody's business.
They've
I guess this is the
encountered
day I'm
lightsabers
having.
before. They've encountered lightsabers before. Don't worry about it.
It is the droid's turn. The droid responds by attempting to punch you. It's a fortitude check.
Fortitude. What is the main skill for that?
Physique.
So after my -2 modifier, that natural 20 becomes an 18.
You got a natural 20 though?
Yes.
You succeeded. You can either duck or catch the fist, whichever is more aesthetically pleasing to you.
Given Luke's lack of physique, unless he's catching it with the lightsaber blade, probably ducking.
Duck! Excellent. Meg, I need you to roll me a reflex check.
Mm-hmm. Oh god, what is my reflex? Oh, it's good. Okay.
I was gonna say,
that
most
was
blaster wielders should have a decent reflex. That was an
I have a decent
intentional
reflex,
design.
but that was not a great roll. That's a 9.
That's a 9. They got a 13. So please take 3 damage.
Okay.
If you've been tracking, your energy shield should be refilled.
Yeah, so I will knock that off. That I was still, I think, at full energy shield from last time anyway, because I stay ranged.
Stay the range. Revan, I'm gonna need 2 reflex checks.
Most excellent.
As both droids fire at you. For the sake of the audience, that droid on the left fired at Megara. Both droids open fire with a slavo of lasers to match your own. Neither one of them are doing great accuracy-wise, so just give me 2 numbers. What do you got?
So I have reflex and I add response to it.
Correct.
So the 2 numbers are 17 and 18.
Excellent. You avoid all of the blaster fire. Would you like to describe how you do this, or do you just stand there and assume they're gonna miss you?
Canonically, Revan literally stands there as they're exchanging blaster fires, and they just can't hit her for whatever reason. So yeah, no, I mean, it's a repeater. Like, you've got a plan if you're gonna be dodging stuff, and it's just like, nah, those are all gonna miss. So you just stand there, and it's fine.
And anything that doesn't miss will just bounce off the Beskar.
I mean,
Trig, dear beloved
Yes.
Trig, what are you up to?
You and your
safe
nut
to
one.
assume that these are sort of cornery areas.
They are.
So if I
They look
move,
like little offices. They've been spotlessly cleaned, but clearly not inhabited for a long time.
okay. So where I currently am I out of sight of these 2 at the bottom?
That is correct.
Great. So I will stay here, and I'm going to force pull this one.
Into melee range?
Yes, if possible.
Roll it.
Non-natural 20.
Excellent. Surprise! Droid for dinner.
Yay. Can I also swing a lightsaber at it, or was that my action?
I'll allow it.
I would like to swing.
More like holding your lightsaber up as you pull it.
Yes, so like stabby stab as it comes towards type thing.
There was a move in Jedi Academy, the video game, that you could do if you
Yeah, I think every like force-based Jedi game has had a similar one, because I can picture like 3 off the top of my head.
And it definitely does the whole whoom as they come towards you. It's the best. It's very
Very
satisfying
ominous.
sound. Yeah.
What do I roll? That's a lightsaber
check. Make a lightsaber check.
That's 12.
It got a 1, so please deal some double damage.
That was
Sweet.
much better
Is
than
it
your last
different with the
lightsaber
double
roll.
bladed versus the single? I don't think I've ever actually attacked with a double.
It doesn't make a damage difference, no.
Okay, so it's
The
still the
double
D8.
bladed lightsaber, you can, when you're not doing other things, make 2 attacks per turn.
Got it. Okay. Well, that's max damage on the die, so that's 8.
8.
Not total. That's pre-doubled.
That's pre-double. So you completely obliterate its energy shield and take out nearly half of its hit points.
Very satisfying.
Would you like to describe this moment for us?
Yes. So the force pull immediately draws it to within melee range, and just as it gets to the right distance, Trig will thrust his lightsaber forward in a spearing kind of motion, cut through its energy shield, and miss its vital system, but spear it through the side, and then he'll rip out his lightsaber and destroy all of the circuitry on that side of its body.
Nice. Revan, you see two figures run out of the shadows behind these robots, hiding behind the walls.
Great, excellent. I fire at the dude on the same one that I fired at before.
It's not your turn yet.
Oh!
In that direction.
Okay, great. I'm giving you 2 thumbs way up. Revan doesn't move or like make any indication that Revan has.
I did not assume Revan would do anything.
Nope. I appreciate you calling it out for me, but yeah, if Revan does see them, Revan doesn't is not dissuaded from.
You would notice that they are a chiss and a human.
Okay, cool. I'm giving you a thumbs up again.
Magara.
Alright, so I, in short order got shot, and then once I turned to look at whatever shot me, watched this little dude straight up obliterate a robot.
It's not dead. It's still wielding a blaster.
It's still wielding a blaster, but Trig
I
is
am
pretty
short, so like if you wanted to fire over my head.
That's my plan. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna, just shoot over Trig's head.
Swear if you roll in that one.
I am sorry in advance.
I hear Kevin in my head. I just always thought he stood in the way.
I know. That was what I was gonna say. I'm hearing a paladin in my head.
10.
They got a 13 by some miracle. They should be rolling at disadvantage though because they're being held at lightsaber point, but they still got a 13.
Yep. Okay. So then second shot is much better. That is a 21.
Whew. Yeah, they got a dirty 20 and a 14, so they got a 14 total.
Yeah. Okay. And that is going to be 3 damage.
Nice. Not nearly as nice as the last hit this robot took, but nice.
Certainly not, but
Trig appreciates the thought.
Meg's first blaster is acting up today. So
now it is your turn, Revan.
Okay, excellent, wonderful. Revan pew pews at the same dude that she pew pewed at before, because that's what she do. Is she pew pew? That's an unnatural 20 to hit him.
And he only got an 8, so
okay. That is 9 points of damage.
Nice. Again, completely obliterated that shield, the energy shield, and taken a lot of its health away.
Okay.
This robot actually starts moving away.
That's a valid response.
Trig. No, it's not Trig's turn yet. I skipped because I had the robot go out of turn. To Luke.
Alrighty. I'm gonna try again with the lightsaber.
One more time.
I just want to make sure I'm understanding this right. I would not be rolling with lightsaber if I was to activate the other end of my lightsaber and attack with them both, correct?
So on the first swing, you would use your lightsaber skill. But the second swing, you would use your dual wield skill.
You know what? I might as well. I'll give it a try. First roll is a 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
I went ahead and rolled the second attack just to find out, and it's a non-natural dirty 20. It's d8s for damage, right?
D8s for damage, and both attacks hit. So please deal 2d8 damage.
Okay. The first attack dealt 3, and the second attack dealt 6. And I have just noticed that I'm rolling color-coded dice.
Nice. So you do. You completely tear through its energy shield and start hacking bits off of it.
Excellent.
It responds by trying to punch you again. So please, again, roll that fortitude check.
That's a 10.
It's not good enough. This time you are not able to duck quite fast enough, and it cracks across your jaw for 5 damage that your energy shield does not block.
Oof.
Welcome to the Carbine County.
Heyo, population, you.
I mean,
Trig,
I'm still above 60% HP. It's fine.
Trig,
Mhm.
the robot you are fighting tries to kick you. I also need a fortitude check out of you.
How rude.
How rude.
What's the parent skill for that?
Physique.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was a 3.
Yeah, you take 4 damage that your
wait,
energy
wait.
shield does not
Do I
block.
add reflex?
Nope.
Oh.
Reflex is for ranged attacks.
Oh. What about balance? I'm only good at like 3 things.
The robot kicks you more or less in the kneecap for 4 damage that your energy shield does not block.
Yeah.
Revan, I need a reflex check. As this droid is also attempting to flow the coop.
You're great.
Shot off at you.
You're making this so much harder for yourselves. Kate, reflex plus response. One of these days I'll have all that's a 21.
Yeah, it doesn't even pretend to hit you.
It just like fires wide as it ducks around the corner. There is once again this.
You gotta quit sighing like that inside the helmet. It makes it fog up.
I mean, that is the thing about having the HUD is that the HUD does not fog up.
Trig, it is your turn.
Okay. Well, I have a double-bladed lightsaber, so I'm gonna hack at this guy twice and try to finish him off.
Do it.
So the first one I add my lightsaber skill, correct?
That is correct.
That is an 18.
That is a hit.
And that is 6 damage.
This guy already doesn't have an energy shield, and you just cut off his head.
So I don't even need the second swing. Great.
Nope.
Awesome. That's good, because he was kind of a dick.
Can a robot actually be a dick?
If they're
Kicked me
programmed
in the
that way.
kneecap.
Excuse
The
me,
kneecap.
have you not met HK? Because like Meatbag was like intentional. Never mind.
Is that your turn, Trig, or are you doing other things?
Oh yeah, I let the other 3 droids I'm sure will be taken care of. I'll just chill here for the rest of my turn.
Okay.
Statement. I am not impressed, meatbag.
One of these days, I will
Roger.
play HK-47 in an actual game that has nothing to do with Star Wars, and it will be delightful.
Warforged, man, real easy to roll it up.
I already have a Warforged character that people on this channel have seen, and they like. I think.
In this house, we love and respect B6.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say.
Also,
There's nothing wrong with
life
you.
goals, Dallas.
The 2 figures that you saw earlier, Revan, come out with their hands up, very slowly, very cautiously. They do not appear to be armed.
Oh, shoot them!
No, Revan immediately lifts one hand from the repeater in the stop moving motion. If they're like trying to move forward, because Revan saw.
You're gonna hate the next 2 words that are gonna come out of my mouth.
I won't. Revan might.
Roll persuade.
Ooh, excellent. Would that maybe? No, I didn't actually. I should have had her taking command. I really thought about it.
You could make it command if you would rather. I see a perfect argument for command.
Okay. Because, well, persuade, it doesn't really matter. I'm really bad at all of this stuff. People put me in charge, and I don't know why they put me in charge. This is the internal dialogue.
Put me in charge of things.
Okay, Dallas, that's a 4 on the die. So it doesn't really matter what it is.
Yeah, you did not convince them. They're scared.
Yeah, that's totally fine. When
You're more furious typing.
when you see like I'm pretty sure this has got to have happened somewhere in the Star Wars universe when the armor just like sags, like does the thing forward. There is that, like, the hand comes up and they keep coming forward, and there's the is essentially what happens in that moment when they do that. Just that's what occurs. It's hard to convey emotions to people whenever you have a helmet on of the please do not step forward. We are in the middle of a firefight, you idiots. It's fine.
All right. That makes it Megara's turn.
Okay. So one robot down. Probably can't shoot around Taluk. Can I see the 2 senators?
If you look.
Yeah, I am gonna look because I feel like Taluk's got that handled, and all the other droids are down yonder. I've never actually interacted with the Chiss senators, but I have interacted with Everett. He's
Poor little
scared.
Everett.
What's he doing?
Hands up, slowly moving forward, clearly trying to surrender himself to Revan.
I am also gonna move forward. I'm gonna say, Everett, hit the ground. The grown-ups are shooting.
They also rolled considerably lower, so your odds are better.
That's fine.
What is the modifier for persuade? Is it
savvy question?
If it's savvy, it's a 13. If it's wit, it's an 11.
It is wit. Actually,
it's an 11.
I just Control F'd it.
You still beat both of their rolls. So they do. They carefully laid themselves on the ground.
Okay. Well, that's as far as I can get. I can't shoot anything from here because there's walls in the way.
Rude. How dare the walls, Revan?
What can she roll to shoot around a corner?
Force.
I got no force points. So no.
The answer is no.
Okay, if I recall correctly, the base movement is 5. Is dashing a thing in this?
You can double your movement instead of attacking.
Okay, that's what's happening.
Also, Revan, if you are paying attention, you can see your prize.
I mean, yeah,
it's right here.
Yeah, I know. Karina figured that's what that was. That's stop making things more difficult, Dallas. That's all I have to say.
Isn't that my job as a dungeon master?
It is. Yeah, literally, this is what Revan's gonna do. Hold on.
A grenade. Keep
1,
walking.
2, 3, 4. Do not tempt her. She has done that before. It would not be out of character. Okay, I think that was. Yeah, actually, she would just come to here and stop. Because she's hoping the droids are going to be more excited about her than the other people. So yeah, that's with her dash. That will be her turn. Is to surprising agility for still holding onto a repeater. Just dash down the hallway.
Luke?
I can attack and then move, right?
Correct.
All right. Color-coded lightsaber strikes. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy.
What'd you get?
The first one is, stand by while I add numbers. It's a 17
That's a hit.
The second one is a critical fail.
Woo!
We'll roll the damage.
That's a 6.
Your first hit severs an entire shoulder off of the droid.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second half of your lightsaber disactivates. You're not sure if you can reactivate it. You need to look at it.
Fair enough.
Roll a spot check for me.
Okay. I'm going to use the same dice that's been punishing me and should have stayed in dice jail. Would help if it didn't just like fit that. Spot is not wit, right? It's savvy.
Spot
Yes,
is
it
savvy.
Spot is savvy.
That's a 3, and this is going back in dice jail for the rest of the evening, and I'm pretending it doesn't exist anymore.
Never mind. Yeah, the robot's gonna respond by trying to kick you in the kneecap.
Okay.
What'd you get? In your fortitude check.
I got a 2.
So that's another 3 damage that your energy shield does not block.
Mm-hmm. I would just like to mention that because I've only just now realized it, I haven't taken any energy shield damage in this game.
Trig.
Yes.
While I show these droids their movement. What are you doing?
Well, I will move to this spot of cover since this droid over here to the right is still alive. And then how raggedy is he looking? Like, is he
very raggedy?
Are we talking like single digit health points?
Oh yeah.
So if I like chucked him into a wall, would that maybe kill him?
Probably be done.
Cool.
I might not even make you roll damage.
I'm gonna force push him straight back into the nearest wall.
Roll it for me.
Okay. It's a 5.
Well, you expend a force point, but I need you to roll a spot check.
Okay. That's a 5.
Never mind. Your force doesn't feel like it's working. Not correctly, anyways.
Awesome. That's what you like to hear.
Exactly.
That's what you like to feel.
And with that, I believe it is break time. I am going to hand this over to Anna. I'm going to warn our live streamers and everyone else. I am taking, since I'm not home, I'm taking my dog on a short walk during break. I apologize if I'm a minute or two late back. So I will see you all in hopefully about 10 minutes.
A DM is never late.
Hey,
early.
They
He
arrive
arrives exactly when he needs
precisely
to.
when they mean to. Yeah, no, I agree. The game can't start without the GM, so like, that's fair.
Precisely. So while we love our cast, we also want to give credit for our crew. So for this session, we deeply appreciate the phenomenal legacy of Star Wars created by George Lucas. And if you like the artwork used throughout this campaign, let us know, and we'll let you know where we got it, because it's all from the far reaches of the interwebs galaxy. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes around 8:40 Central Time. In the meantime, please head over to Quark's Bar for some snacks and Ractigino.
I am back, but I didn't pay attention to what time we're supposed to start.
8:40, I would assume, but I don't know if we broke right at 8:30.
Oh, fresh coffee. Echo was a little gem. She's getting used to being walked on a leash. I've been practicing at home. So she relieved herself right away, only mildly terrorized the neighborhood cat, and then was like, okay, I'm ready to go back inside.
Such a good girl.
Excellent.
Had to assert dominance.
You're right.
Also, I feel like I missed a really good joke Anna made.
So at the end of the break, she said head over to Quark's bar to grab a drink or some food or something like that.
I
And
follow.
so she was just flexing her Trekker, side. It's fine. We still love her.
Solid.
It was good. I appreciated it. Which I actually have been to Quark's bar over in Las Vegas when they still had the Star Trek experience up many years ago. I have a Cleon and I have Spock little plushies that are in my car that hang from my mirror that I got while I was there. It's good stuff, good memories.
We're
enjoying the live updates from
I know.
Alex.
Yep. Live dinner updates. It's totally fine. We'll just either break out into song or dance, or we'll just make it song and dance, but we'll just make oh shoot, I can't think of the word because my crash course on your Star Wars universe. I actually really like this system, Dallas, but I'm like, I learned this in an hour. I hope I'm doing this right.
You're doing great. So this is actually based on a fantasy system I created that I'm way more excited about, but because of its complexity, it's way easier to play D&D. But I really love when players are forced to feel kind of mortal because they just don't have a lot of hit points, but there's ways to avoid taking damage.
Well, and this emphasizes what, and I have played, as I said before, I have played this Revan in quotation marks character in the Star Wars RPG series. I can't remember what it's called, but I have some of the books, and it's a very similar, and this is a positive, I would say. It's a very similar feel insofar as the blaster rifle thing specifically, since I'm playing this type of character, the whole blaster rifle thing and the reflex thing is like chef's kiss, mwah, that's perfect. Yeah. That's exactly how it should be. You need, if your character is doing that kind of stuff, it's important if your character is ranged to also be able to dodge the range, and that's a great way of handling it.
And then your melee skills are mostly strength based, with the exception of lightsaber, which is based in the same skill as your resistance to force powers defense, which is willpower.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Lightsaber users are going to be more, if you're good at lightsabers, you're going to be good at resisting force powers as well.
Yeah, no, I really appreciated how it all sort of synced up together, and that it all really, as I was looking at even the brief time that I was like, okay, what do I need? I don't force power, we're gonna throw those away. No, okay, I don't have to worry about that. I'm just trying to throw this together really quick.
I also, another thing I tried to build in really intentionally that's now running out of my brain, because as I'm talking, words are just falling out of my head like water down a drain.
That's totally understand that. No worries.
In there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the dual wielding idea, and the idea that you need the same skill that someone who single wields has, but dual wielding is a separate skill.
Yeah.
And so you fire with regular shot the first time, and then you fire with dual wielding the second time.
I mean, my main question is, can a person get to where they dual wield blaster rifles in your system?
Hypothetically, yes.
If you were really beefy, right? If
well,
I were a Wookiee, I could do that.
See, and I went the repeater route because that was the easiest and quickest thing for me to do. That I was like, okay, like this makes sense for this character that I'm making. I can't remember how we worked it out in the other Star Wars system, but she actually like dual wields blaster rifles because of course she does. Like, gotta have something to have fun with because I don't have force powers. So pew pew, like double my pew pew, double the fun.
You and me both, man.
I thought that was so funny. I was reading back on the Discord. I was reading back on some of the stuff, and you were like something about the pew pew being life. I was like, yeah, I get that. That's what this character is. Mm-hmm.
Well, no, because I was telling my boyfriend that I was like, playing Star Wars again. He was like, "Why wouldn't you play a Jedi?" And I was like, "I don't want to deal with force points. I just want to pew pew."
Yeah, like, and that's actually I got that same question because I used to play the Old Republic, and I played a trooper, and like that's sort of where originally my idea for this Revan character is that I actually played on some of the actually I think I played in beta the Old Republic, and I actually had my character name was originally Revan, like I was the Revan on the server, and that was kind of where this character sort of like evolved from being this trooper that like gets confused for that Revan all the time. But like I don't know what, like, yeah, like force powers are great, but like what if I just want to stand there and go pew 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 like this is my life, like I love doing this.
Back when I first played Old Republic with my brothers, I also played a trooper, so same.
Commander
played,
Trooper, yeah, that's what I was.
I through it again last summer, and I mained a bounty hunter.
Oh, yep.
Because again, same.
Pew pew. Yep. Nope. I totally get it. I really do. Like, yeah, Jedi are cool, but the problem is I create that Jedi character that is interesting to play with other people. I have one, and I can't remember what race she is, but I have one that I've played in that same Star Wars RPG game. And she is a very interesting gray Jedi are not okay kind of character, and so it's very interesting to play with people. It really depends on the group.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I also, full disclosure, built Meg to intentionally not know much about Star Wars because when we first started playing this, I was like, man, I have been so mad about Star Wars that I have deleted most Star Wars knowledge from my brain. And then since then, like, watched The Mandalorian and a bunch of Clone Wars and was like, okay, Star Wars can stay.
Yeah.
So here is a thing that actually happened to me recently, because I only just recently watched the Clone Wars within the last month. And so I wanted to start Star Wars Rebels as soon as I finished the Clone Wars. Elliot told me that both were very good. And so I watched the Clone Wars, and the way it ends, like it shows you a different side of everything that happens in episode 3. And so I was kind of hype, and I'm like, okay, I have time. I'm going to watch episode 3. I haven't seen episode 3 since I was like 12.
Right, of course, naturally.
It's awful.
Oh, you didn't know?
I knew it like 30 minutes in, and I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Not
Sorry.
right after watching the
I'm
final
so
season of
sorry.
Yeah.
God damn it! Ow!
Yeah.
Oh no.
My brother.
Do it. Do it.
The high ground to this.
Palpatine, what do we do with all this extra meat?
I have the high ground, Anakin.
That doesn't mean anything.
Like, I know what happens. I remember the plot from when I was 12, but I knew nothing about movies.
I don't think I've seen it since it came out.
If it's any consolation, I did the exact same thing. We finished, I think, season 7 of Clone Wars, and we were like, wouldn't it be a great idea to watch episode 3?
It's not! It's a bad idea!
Don't do it.
Well, now I know.
So,
and I will also
the original
finish Clone
trilogy
Wars.
is great from a lore and, like, plot perspective, but from, like, an acting, production value, like, writing perspective...
Oh, it was so
It's
bad.
not
I
great.
couldn't make it more than 30 minutes. And I turned on Star Wars Rebels. That is what happened.
It's like,
Hey, my
Rebels
personal
was better than any of the original trilogy. Not the original trilogy, the prequel trilogy.
Prequel trilogy, yeah.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion, the thing that ruins the prequel trilogies, and this is someone who, those are my first Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, looking back, the thing that ruins the original trilogy is there was no one there to tell George Lucas, no, that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Because that is what saved the original 3 movies, is people who were there to say to George, that's a bad idea, you shouldn't do it, and you should work on that, or you should do something a little bit different.
Well, and I realized that some of the people involved in the original trilogy became famous because of Star Wars, but I also feel like the acting quality was far superior.
Okay, circling back to an earlier point, are you saying that you don't want the Gungans at all?
I actually really like Gungans. I have a very soft spot in my heart for Gungans. I love how they were portrayed in the Clone Wars. I thought that was fantastic. I have not watched episode 1 since I was even younger than when I saw episode 3. I don't intend on ruining that experience because I enjoyed it when I watched it.
Have you heard the theory that Jar Jar Binks is actually a Sith master?
Yes, he is a drunken master style.
Yeah.
Yes, I completely buy that theory. 100%.
Oh man, now that we've entertained our audience for a full 10 minutes with our nerdy Star Wars talk.
Sorry, back to the present with an
Meanwhile.
announcement over the live speaker. No, stop! All of that's nonsense! You cannot keep destroying my toys! If you will not be good guests, then I will have to take your ship!
Oh, that's...
If you don't want us destroying them, don't throw them at us.
And Revan just like do 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 walking forward
Where is she? I'm following her.
for that package. Do do
For
do
the
do.
package.
Wait,
The
the
package, by
droid's
the
still
way,
alive.
is a ring designed to be worn on the finger. The outside of it is blue and the inside of it is red, and it is floating about a foot off the table.
Excellent, great. Revan goes up, grabs it, and puts it in for safekeeping. Whatever role that you would like me to make in the meantime. That's what
You're fine.
that's what
You
she
can
does.
grab it, take.
She does. She grabs it, takes it, and like puts it in her Star Wars pocket, whatever equivalent storage space that might be. And then if
Anybody
nobody
else,
else is
we're out of turn order unless Taluk can't handle a robot that has 2 hit points left.
you just
I
blow
mean,
on
it's
it.
entirely possible.
Just really hard user force blow ability.
Taluk, you do get a turn. You do get a chance to take it out before it gets a chance to kick you again.
I was saying, if I don't hit it and kill it, and it hits me, it will kill me.
Isn't it so much fun being mortal?
Well, here's to hoping.
Aren't you a little short
So
for?
that was a dirty 20.
It got a 7.
Okay. And Trig, would you like to restore my hit points? That can be arranged. 6 points
Not
of damage.
particularly.
How do you kill this robot with vengeance?
I'm just going to slice it clean in half, diagonal bisection.
We'll bind him up, grind him up, lop him up, chop him up. Yes.
Trig's like, oh, you finally hit him. Nice.
Okay, this coming from the guy that exploded his own lightsaber earlier.
Well, killing us.
Wasn't Trig's lightsaber, actually.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Megara, checking in on you. What's up?
I would like to crouch down in front of these senators who've hit the floor. Again, I only really know Everett, but I am assuming from context clues that this is the other one. I'm just gonna kind of like lean over him and say, so, how's it going for you? How'd you get here?
He doesn't respond. Both of these, for context, both of these senators have been laying face down on the ground. You feel from your other side someone grab your ankle and start kissing your boot.
Okay.
You are the most beautiful, beautiful being I've ever seen. Please get me out of here.
Oh, you're so lucky. You're cute. Okay. All right. I'm gonna, like kind of grab her by the wrist and like pull her up to sit. Be like, "You're very cute. I also would love it if you would pay me money for this."
Whatever you need. Somehow she still has her purse and starts just throwing credits in your general direction.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay. I can get you an
Dallas?
escort.
Yes.
As we are approaching, or Trig and I are approaching this scene, does Taluk see another Chiss kissing Meg's boots?
Yes.
Okay. Taluk is going to pull his hood a little further over himself to kind of mask his face, slip his lightsaber into his robe. His holdout blaster is going as deeply into his sleeve as he can, and is going to approach. And I see you've met one of my kin, Meg.
Yes, that is apparently true. I just kind of look back and forth between the two, and yeah, that's fair. I mean, at the risk of sounding insensitive, you two don't happen to know each other, do you?
I somehow doubt it. I believe she's a Republican senator, and I grew up a Sith slave.
That'll do it. Everett, you should get up
Everett
too.
has pulled himself into a seated position and is just watching this entire scene with mild amusement. When you turn back to him and say his name, he holds up 500 credits.
Yeah, that's my kind of guy. All right.
He knows. You don't have to tell him.
Mr. Gellipold.
Yes.
And I'm going to move on over to him. We've saved your life. That would infer that you owe us a favor. Would that not be fair?
You do not, I do not owe anything if I have paid, good sir.
Well, Megara's taken your payment. I don't deal in credits. I deal in other things.
I am uncertain as to whether I need to compensate you. However, I am open to offers, though I would make them while walking.
That's fair enough.
Brings himself all the way to his feet.
And I'm going to glance up to see what Trig and Revan are doing.
Yeah, what are Trig and Revan doing?
I mean, I don't know what Trig is doing. If Trig is still standing there, Revan would have literally walked up, grabbed the thing, turn around, and then Trig is suddenly there, and we'll stop in
over it.
place.
He's short.
I mean,
True.
no, Revan's not quite that lowbrow. But Revan will stop.
Dallying here might mean bad news for your ship. I would not suggest it.
Fair enough.
Revan will hoist the repeater back across her shoulders, literally just kind of have it leaning up against her shoulders, as she walks forward.
Hey, Dallas.
Yeah.
I have a question regarding the effects of one of my abilities.
What is your ability?
How long lasting does a mind trick, or is a mind trick?
So, everyone's seen episode 4. These aren't the droids you're looking for. That's a very basic idea of a mind trick. At its upper extreme, mind trick can like grab hold of an individual and you control their movements. But like the moment your concentration is broken, it's over.
Okay.
So bloodbending.
What was that?
Just like bloodbending.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. So, for example, if I was to use a force point here, it would not say be able to have an effect several hours or even a couple days down the line.
No, this is not Inception. Although that is a cool idea. And I would
Okay.
totally write that into a fantasy universe that you can use like a delayed bomb mind control that you put in someone.
Mhm.
Gotta get that trigger
Into that.
word.
I'm into that.
Yeah.
Get that sleeper assassin going,
Everett, we'll walk and talk, of course. I need Darth Traxxas out of my sphere of influence.
That is not a small favor.
Well, no, it's most certainly not. And given their support of you, I'm sure you can imagine what my initial, most obvious option was, and I really don't want to do that or have anything even remotely close. I would like to cooperate on this. Thus, I need a favor.
Well, saving my life is definitely useful. It alone does not grant you that much favor. But it would also be in my benefit to see this fall. I think we can work together, though the owing of favors may tip back into your court before this is all done.
Yeah, somehow I doubt that, but all right. Whatever you say, boss man.
Are you just sassing the conversation going on between two other people?
Yes.
Yes,
I'm
good.
I'm here for it. Taluk is going to look rather pointedly at his wounds, and then back at Everett,
Trig? Oh,
Mhm.
and then it's going to, noticing where we are, call over towards the direction Trig is going. Apprentice, the tractor beam.
Trig, what are you doing?
Supervising.
as only Trig can.
Joby has already manipulated a multitude of levers and switches and has a hand hovering over a rather obnoxious red button.
I would not rally.
What was that, Revan?
Revan just starts walking in the this direction and is like,
I would not dally.
Jovi makes dead eye contact with Taluk. Master, not much time is going to be left after I engage this. I need to make sure you can actually get away. I will find my own way out.
oh,
Well.
the amount of eye rolling that's going on beneath this helmet right now.
If you insist, Apprentice, I'll wait for you on Manaan for 3 weeks. After then, you will have to track me down on your own.
Until we meet again, Master.
Joby.
R.I.P. Joby.
Revan, where are you going?
Revan was going, and then Revan heard that, so Revan has stopped in place at this point.
Is anyone going to make a comment on that?
Oh, I think Meg was about to start, hustling senators forward, but now, this very go-get-em Mandalorian has frozen, so she's just gonna stop.
Something
I mean, no, Revan will do the little, well, if you ask something that's the matter, the helmet will shake no, and then gesture for you all to go. Karina is assuming that this is a door. I'm pretty sure that's the
It
door.
is a door. It is a
yeah.
door.
No, Revan will gesture that you guys go ahead.
Ambassadors.
Senators do not require much ushering.
What's your plan, Miss Revan?
None of your business, sir. But thanks for asking.
My apprentice is still here. I want to make sure that is not going to be a problem.
Of course not.
I'm sure you've heard this too many times and don't like it, but may the force be with you.
You get the distinct feeling as you walk away. There are a pair of narrowed eyes that watch you as you go, but you don't get a response.
You do not earn a response.
No, giving them a response when they do that is what they want. This is mumbled.
I'm gonna. Luke smacks his head as he rounds the corner and shouts over his shoulder, "Good luck!"
In all my years, I have yet to meet with this force or luck.
And she will start coming back over in this direction.
Come on.
Oh no.
Oh.
Saw that trick.
What? No.
I had not scrolled down far enough yet.
Innocent trig.
So many regrets.
Raggarts.
Oh, hang on. Is that just a giant C-3PO?
It kind of might be.
Is it a hostile giant C-3PO?
There's artwork that I do not have, but Anna does, and should be showing the stream and the players of a giant droid-looking entity that is standing on the catwalk that connects to your ship's airlock.
Oh, what is it going to do? Protocol us to death?
You know what I mean.
Don't challenge it.
Is it gonna do a little turn?
Gonna do a little turn on its catwalk. Meow.
Yeah, on the go.
Also, I am not seeing the art. I'm not sure where I need to look for it though.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying
know
Oh,
where
it's
I could put it.
coming.
It is
It's
coming.
Anna,
Okay.
Anna is magic, and I believe in her.
Okay.
Artwork is coming. It
Just
will
wasn't
be
sure where I needed
soon.
to look for it.
It will be on the Discord, and the Twitch stream will see it momentarily. I do apologize for this delay. There appears to be a power outage.
Thank you,
Yeah,
HR
You're
Anna.
so wonderful, Anna.
Please
Okay.
hold.
Now would be a great time for initiative.
Oh, you know.
Oh, great. Oh no, I rolled a nat 20. Okay, that's how this is gonna go.
I got a dirty 20, so you know.
I think that's a 20.
The wounded Sith is wounded.
Oops, not a 202.
Revan,
Yeah.
do you want me to check in on your turn, or do you want whatever happens to your character to happen off screen?
That having it happen off screen is totally fine.
I'm also very comfortable with you playing out the rest of that scene. That could be really entertaining.
That is entirely up to you.
All right. Well, then you go first. So we're going to check in on you. I'm so sorry, Anna, for making you have to flip the map back and forth. What you doing, Revan?
Revan is standing there, staring at the kid and waiting for them to flip the switch. Yep.
Are you basically going to hold your action until that happens?
Okay. Based on previous combat occurrences, did it seem as if this individual was Karina's the metagame? Does this character have force speed? Is essentially what Karina is asking. That's not how Revan would put it, but Revan is wondering if this.
I need an insight.
Revan is wondering if how this individual is planning on getting out of here. That's essentially what is occurring right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't. Insight is not. That's like memory or something, isn't it?
Is it?
I don't know. I don't know. Control F insight. No, that's response. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a unnatural. No, wait. That's a 21. My response is good. Yeah. That's 21.
21?
Mm-hmm.
This kid has a plan, but it does not involve force powers, and you don't know what it is.
Okay, so there will literally be this.
What do you think you're doing, kid?
I am serving my purpose. Extremely noble. Or at least he thinks he does.
I know there is this like, and it's easy to read. Just stare at this person.
Very noble, kid, but getting yourself killed, I hope, is not part of that plan. What is your plan?
What is yours? Why are you here?
I got what I came for, but I'm also not about to leave you behind.
That is, as you say, quite noble, but I can take care of myself.
Yeah, that's an insight check. Can he actually take care of himself, Dallas? Or, how is this gonna go?
Roll it.
That's a +2 because it's response, right? Yeah, 17. Not as good as the other one.
He believes himself. Whether you believe him or not is up to you.
Okay, so here's what he gets back.
If you want me to leave you alone, you better make it good, kid. What's your plan?
Roll persuade.
Oh, good. This is what I'm really good at. This dice's been rolling pretty well. Well, hold on. Which one is persuade? I don't. I don't know what's the parent skill? I have no idea. Here we go. That's intimidation, which is not wit. So it's so it's a 15.
Fine. I will tell you.
Mm-hmm.
He reaches up under his chin and flips a switch and pulls his face off. And you can see the top end of an artificial respiratory system. I have reserve oxygen tanks and a grapple gun.
And where exactly are you planning on firing that grapple gun, kiddo?
At either your ship, as he's putting his face back on, or ours, whichever is closer when I jump out the nearest airlock.
Case in point is said airlock over here. Hold. Could move and stuff. Is that behind him?
Yes.
And where exactly is Revan's ship?
I would assume Revan's ship is in the top right corner of the map. There's another hangar.
Okay, excellent. Okay, so he'll get this.
Fine. But that was all I really wanted to know. I'll make sure you at least get picked up. I have business at Manaan myself. And mine will likely be faster to get to this.
And Revan head nod towards the one that is the nearest to him.
You get a bro nod in response.
Oh, great, ladies. All right.
I would appreciate a ride very much. Shall I meet you outside in about 3 minutes?
12 rounds.
Sure, kid. Just don't be late.
And Revan will start making her move towards her ship.
Excellent. We're going to take you out of the initiative order. That was a fantastic way to end that. I don't have my note materials on me, and I don't know if there's going to be another episode of this, but someone make a note of that.
I will do so.
We're going to assume that worked.
We're gonna assume we at least made it out alive. Good luck, everybody else.
Good luck, everyone else. You have an hour to kill this guy. Megara, go.
Okay. That's a big boy.
Big boy.
I am gonna take some senators and stash them in one of these
Put them in
abandoned
your pocket.
bunk rooms. You know, I wish.
You know, Star Wars
No.
storage, right? Where else are we gonna put them in?
So I'm gonna lead them
As you're
into.
rushing them in, you get panicked noises from the Chiss, but Everett calmly says, "If you distract it, we will crawl into the ship."
I give him a cheeky salute, and then I'm gonna move the rest of my movement. I didn't actually count spaces. And just
I
kind of
more curious typing.
tuck myself in here so I can pew pew later. And that's
Excellent.
my turn.
The droid turns around and you hear that same deranged voice you've been hearing over the loudspeaker. Well, it's about time! All the damage you've been wrecking, I think you'd be faster than that! And from its foot, some lightning starts arcing, and I need everyone to make a reflex check.
Ooh. That's not the right window. 18.
18 to Luke.
Nat 20.
Is there any way I could like spend a force point to make this not 4?
Yes,
Okay.
I will allow that. I will allow a force point for a reroll. I think that's in the rules somewhere that I will always allow a force point for a reroll.
Okay. That was cocked. That is a 13.
Excellent. You are the only one who takes damage. Everyone else jumps the impending wave of lightning. You take 2 damage. This does hit your energy shield. So
Okay.
Trig,
Yes.
it's your turn.
Isn't it?
Isn't it though?
Okay. So I guess we're all the way over here then. So I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll do 5, 6, 7, 8, kind of get on par with roughly where Meg is. And yeah, at the very least, I'll turn on my double bladey lightsaber friend and get the double blade action going. And yeah, I'll
Excellent.
just chill. I forget. Is it an action to like assume a defensive posture? If I
Not
want to
really,
try
but it also doesn't really grant you any bonuses. You can always activate defensive force powers with force points
as a reaction, correct?
as a reaction.
Okay, cool.
It's written differently because in my head, like you would take an action to spend a force point and drop into a defensive posture, but it would be wasted force point if you weren't hit. So it makes more sense to use a reaction.
Excellent.
Makes it more fun. Taluk.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to. This is all gangway, right?
Yes.
Okay. No. 5. Can I shoot him from here?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. That is a 10.
That's a hit. He rolled a 3. He has a decent bonus, but he rolled a 3.
Also, is it alive? Can I tell?
That would take a force sense or an investigation check.
Alrighty. So that was max damage on the blaster shot.
Which is
4.
It hits a very hard energy shield.
Good to know.
You may spend a force point and use force sense, or make an investigation roll.
I am out of force points.
Or make an investigation roll to attempt to determine if this thing is alive.
Sure, that is a natural 14 versus investigation is savvy, right?
I think so.
Yeah, so it's just a 14.
You're really not sure. Like, there's an argument that this could be a biological with a droid exterior, but if so, there is very, very little biological left.
Good to know. Good to know.
Megara.
Yeah. I am, pew pew.
Because that's how we do.
That's how we do.
That's how we do in the pew pew.
Oh, yeah, baby. That's a nat 19, so that's a 25.
You got the pew. Roll me the pew.
Eight. And pew number 2.
Again, hard energy shield.
Pew number 2 is 21.
Had to math. That is a miss.
Okay. That's all you got from me.
Stick head out. Pew pew. Pull head back in.
That's how she operates.
The toy maker, because that's obviously who this is,
Just needs a nameplate.
glances around, goes, no, that won't do it all. And like 4 different blaster cannons start firing blaster bolts literally every direction. I need reflex checks.
That's
13.
Dirty 20.
How many times? One at a time, people. In initiative order, please.
Dirty 20.
Trig.
13.
Taluk.
8.
Trig and Taluk, please take 7 damage each. This will hit your energy shield because it is blaster fire. Trig, it is your turn.
All right. Well, this is going great. Man, I wish I had ranged options right about now.
Taluk, don't forget that you do have to signal for when you want that tractor beam to go down.
Okay.
Just reminding you. Trig, if you have a force point to spend, you can attempt to force jump to clear that distance in 1 turn.
It's not a bad idea. The word attempt, though, is because
It's just a long way down if you miss.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I'm not trained in that. What would the modifier be?
The modifier would be whatever. I think it's based on your physicality. I have force techniques here somewhere. Normally, I would have restudied up on my system before this, but I've just been so insane today.
I would assume that it was physique because that's where like acrobatics is and stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, it's telekinesis to move your body.
Oh, cool.
I mean,
So
Yeah,
that's
I
a
thought I had-
17 then.
That's a what?
17.
Oh yeah, you've got it. Put yourself where you want to put yourself within line of sight of you, like. And you still have your attack action because that was your movement action.
With my double blades,
Yes, with your double blades.
I would like to use both of them.
So roll under lightsabers for the first one, and roll under melee dual wielding for the second one.
Those are both 5s.
Total.
Yes.
Let's see what Toymaker got. Toymaker has higher shields than that. No,
Well-
no, that's not how you do it at all. Do you
It was
even
nice
know
knowing
how to
you.
fight, little one? Taluk.
I'm not liking this guy.
Which one?
I'm not this guy. I'm also not liking his behavior and his attitude. And also not liking the apparent shield strength he's got, and might as well give it a go. I'm going to attempt to drain him.
Roll me some of that.
That's gonna be a 29.
When you're good at one thing.
I was thinking that. That's right. I see that. I see that. Yeah.
Karina chiming in from the background.
That's
I
right.
too am
That's
good at
right.
one thing.
I do one thing real good. One thing.
Roll damage.
That's gonna be 8 points of damage.
Excellent. You can go ahead and take that as electricity damage.
Oh, okay. I'm dead.
Unconscious.
Oh, wait.
It is electricity damage, so your energy shield will mitigate some of it.
Unfortunately, with my regeneration at the start of the turn, I had exactly 8 between it and my health.
You're unconscious.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Meg.
Why are these two out of their house?
They're doing exactly what they said they would. The
Oh,
entrance to your ship is...
It's down here to the right, yeah.
No, it's here.
Aha.
Monster is distracted. They are sneaking into the ship.
Okay. I am gonna come over here.
Leaving poor Taluk.
Well, I want to hold on. I don't really. I have one batshit idea for a way I can help to Luke, but I can't do it till I can get over to him. So I'm just gonna hang on to that plan for later. And in the meantime, pop out of here enough that they can kind of creep behind me when they get up to me. And try to pew pew from here.
Do the pew pew.
Natural 20.
Please roll me some of that sweet double damage. You almost got quadruple damage. Toymaker rolled a 2.
Dang, that would have been good. Okay. What is the math on this? Hold on. 7 times 2, 14.
Still haven't quite made it through that energy shield.
That's fine. We got another blaster.
That's what number 2 is for.
But that's only an 11.
So I rolled 2 dice because I knew you were going to fire twice, and both of them came up a 2. This guy has a decent modifier, but it's not that decent.
Well, no, because I just rolled a natural 5, so for this one, that is going to be...
For my next trick...
Well, that's going to be no damage because I rolled a 1 and it's the blaster that has -1 damage. So
So it hits him, but nothing happens.
Yeah, just kind of meow.
We'll blame the energy shield.
Yeah.
Trig.
Yeah.
The toy maker's paying exactly no attention to you.
Oh.
The toy maker pulls up their arm that has just an array of buttons all over it. It's like, no! What are you pathetic? Starts pressing buttons at random, seeming, and a crane swings around and picks up Taluk's body. Starts bringing it this way. We'll get back to that. Trig, what you doing?
Well, the body's not here yet, so I'm a swing. What would 10 and an 8 get me?
A 10 and an 8 in that order?
Yes.
Both miss.
Great.
He got a 19 and a 12. So
Well, that's my turn. Nice knowing everyone.
Taluk, give me a raw d20 roll because I haven't built a death mechanic for this system yet, so I'm just going to steal D&Ds.
17.
That's a success. 2 more of those and you'll be conscious. Meg!
Alright, I'm gonna get on to up here, cause Taluk's attached to a crane. This is great.
The senators are friends now, by the way, in case anyone was wondering.
You know, they're bonded for life by this extremely harrowing experience.
They're going to bring temporary peace between the Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic. You just know it.
Right, and then they're going to be assassinated, but that's fine.
It'll be great.
They'll just kill each other, you know, love bond. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it, guys.
I mean, a scandal of that magnitude would be exactly what Taluk would want, and it would make them happy. So, like, Taluk's down. Taluk would be down if he was conscious.
He has no idea any of this stuff.
So he has no idea what's going on.
I was gonna say he is down.
Megara, it was your turn a minute ago.
It is. I got one thing. I'm a pew pew. That's a 12.
Mm-hmm. To their 10, that's a hit.
Okay. And that's 8 points of damage.
Nice.
And for hit number 2,
Still working on that energy shield, by the way.
hit number 2 is an 11.
They got a nat 20 on their defense, so
No.
good luck.
Yerp. All right. Well, that's that from me.
The toy maker finishes bringing Taluk over into their grasp and starts randomly injecting him with needles. Yes, we'll get you fixed right up. Much better when I'm done with you. Trig.
Was that his entire turn?
That was his entire turn.
Can I try to slice off the arm that has all the needles on it?
That's a solid 15 feet in the air.
Then I'm gonna go for the kneecap.
Come on,
What?
you force jump off there. Come on, you could totally.
Right. I got a 12 and a 2.
Let's see. He got a 11 and an 11. So your
All
first
right.
one hit.
That is 3 points of damage.
You finally shatter his energy shield, and now you have his attention.
Great. If I move, would it count as a disengage and provoke an opportunity attack?
As long as you only move half of your total movement, you may disengage and not provoke opportunity attacks.
Would there be any benefit to that, like as far as probable attacks?
You probably won't get stomped if that happens. You'll probably he'll use a ranged attack, which is going to hit your energy shield.
Cool. That's kind of what I was. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then I will do
if
that.
you're in melee range, he's probably just going to try to step on you, and that will not be stopped by your energy shield.
Figured. That's kind of what I was thinking. Cool.
Good logic. It's good logic. Taluk, you're awake.
Am I myself?
Give me a willpower saving throw.
I'm going to make that with the dice that Koala Meerkat in the chat gave me, because it seems appropriate. Willpower, so that would be wit, right?
That's correct.
That is a 19.
You do have full control over your senses and properties. Your physique score has been changed to +3, and you have 20 hit points.
Has
You're
my energy
also
shield
out of your robe because your shoulders are getting grossly large.
Sorry, say again?
You are ripping out of your robe because your upper body muscle structure is getting grossly large.
Well, I'll need a new set of these. Has my shield recovered at all?
No, your energy shield is broken.
Okay, it is dead.
Yes.
Alrighty. Well, I'm in its hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have to roll if I just want to place the emitter of my lightsaber into his hand and activate my sword?
I'm going to require a courtesy roll, but I will have him roll his defense at disadvantage.
Okay.
So number beats 5.
Natural 9 plus 7 is a 16.
Roll damage.
3.
No! As it drops you. How dare you! After all I did for you!
You made my life very difficult.
Reflex if you don't want to take falling damage.
Reflex is response, so that is a 12.
You're good. It was only like a 10-foot fall.
Yeah.
Bagara.
Oh, do I have movement?
Not this turn. You just woke up. Calm down.
Alright, well, Taluk is alive and he's swole now, so I'm just gonna assume
Oh,
that's
boy.
fine.
It's all
And
that blue swole. It's just ripping right out of that robe.
he's just like busting out of his sleeve like Dwayne the Rock Johnson. It's fine.
Wait, am I now in a tank top hoodie?
Yes.
This is very good. I would also like to stay in, my current position and just pew pew. That's a 16.
A 16?
Yep.
That is a miss.
Okay, pew number 2. 21.
That is a hit.
Okay, and that's cocked. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's the same. Okay. 1.
1 damage.
1 damage.
Okay. Very upset. The toy maker lets out another slavo of blasters. So I do need reflex checks out of everyone in the room.
12 from Meg.
This blaster fire is quite a bit more intense.
23 for Trig.
Trig, you're good.
That is a 12.
Meg, you got a 12?
I did get a 12.
So Meg and Taluk both take 12 damage.
Holy crap.
Well, here we go again.
Trig, what are you doing?
So, do we have to kill this guy, or can we just get into the ship and leave?
Absolutely freaking not. If
Then-
you trigger the release of the tractor beam, y'all can fly away.
Then I'm going to suggest that as the plan and just say that we should signal the tractor beam and fly away.
Ladies, gentlemen, anyone else gathered? I propose it is time to yeet.
And
I
then he's
propose
going
to-
to get into the ship and maybe try to provide some cover somehow if he can, but also get into the ship.
Also into the ship. Understood. Taluk.
Taluk is going to grab his comm unit and say the 5 magic words. Joby, we are leaving. And 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
You hear an immediate power down of the tractor beam, and then over the comm you hear a of an airlock opening up.
Excellent. Before I pass into the ship, I'm going to fire off one more pot shot at the toy maker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not used to being swole, and I rolled a +1, a 6 to hit.
That's a miss.
Yeah, and then right as I'm hopping in, I look at Meg and go, "Make it count."
Meg.
Meg would not like to make it count. Meg is gonna throw up double peace signs and jump down the hatch.
Deuces!
Okay, is it the peace sign or is it both middle fingers and then up into the?
Oh no, it's peace signs.
Oh,
Okay.
come on.
Chill.
Checking.
Did we just do the angel beats thing?
Is someone telling Vertak to frickin' go?
Yeah.
Vertak, go!
I got a motor.
You
Punch
feel the ship's engines ignite underneath you, and the hyperdrive engages almost before you are out of the hangar. You are safely away. Back on your way to Manaan with a very small fraction of the crew you started with, and an entertaining theory about why some people might want Kolto.
Whatever did happen to that Jedi?
That's a very interesting question now, isn't it?
She just yeeted.
She took all that extra Kolto and left. Dun dun da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun
And
da, da,
rolling
dun.
credits. Moving away.
Congratulations, everyone. That is the end of the Manaan saga. If we want to do more Star Wars in future, we can definitely pick up with this story. There's definitely some entertaining threads and ideas to follow. But that is the end of this story. Thank you, everyone in the live stream, for listening. And I know I didn't formally ask anyone because, again, I am not as magical as Anna is. But if we want to replay any highlights you remember from any of the 3 episodes, I am here for it while we still have about 20 minutes left in the live stream. No obligation to fill the entire time, but we can at least chit chat for a couple minutes.
Yeah, let me get right on that. That first game, it was a game, and there was dice that were rolled
Yeah,
and skills
I'm
that
Are
were
you
probably checked.
sure?
I'm still
And-
just staggered that the ghost of the greatest Jedi and the greatest Sith to ever live showed up as a Mandalorian in our game.
Yes. Inwardly grateful to Karina for her contribution tonight. That was amazing.
You're welcome. I know this character pretty well, so just had to figure out how to make it work in your system, which was not really that hard, but I would definitely try and prepare better next time. But hey, that was good. That was
I am enjoying playtesting my system. If that is a thing people in the audience want to see more of, either in Star Wars or the fantasy version of my system, I am game for using one-off live stream nights to do that. And like using it as a space to playtest and develop my system, get some audience feedback. And yeah, also like shout out to our amazing audience. And if there's more specific content that you want to see, like let us know. You can hit us up on the Facebook page, talk to us in the Twitch chat, or if you know any of us personally, you can hound us with messages. It's fine.
Yeah.
We would love some audience feedback on where this channel's going. We have some ideas, but y'all are the ones who are, making it worthwhile to do this. So
yeah, we are so very happy to have you guys here.
With that, I think I'm going to actually hand it over to Anna and go ahead and close us out.
Yeah, you betcha. So that is all for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope to see you back next week, same time, for another one-shot class focus, this time featuring the Bards. If you like what we're doing and want to support the show, check out the links in our video descriptions on YouTube. Have a good night, everyone. Wash your hands, wear a mask, and stay safe out there. Bye-bye!
bye, 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 everybody, bye.